For Music by the Bedside. And I'm joined today by two members of our team, Eve Waters on the harp, Janice Siebert on the mountain dulcimer. I want to thank Hospice for the opportunity to talk to you about Music by the Bedside. This program has actually been going 10 years. We did the first 5 years as volunteers, and the last 5, it has been a paid clinical program. Right now, we've got 7 musicians, and all of them are nationally certified as therapeutic musicians. And most of us are what's called CMPs, Certified Music Practitioners. Our certification takes usually somewhere around 2 years, and it includes a 45-hour internship. We play now at the Hospice House, and we play at the Cake Unit. In the past, before COVID, when everything was different, we played in assisted living and we played at private homes, and we're trying to get back to that. So we're trained professionals, but we all have a very deep calling, and this work means a whole lot to us. So the music has measurable results. It includes, and I'm going to read my list because it's pretty impressive, less need for pain medication, can stabilize the heart rate, increase oxygen levels. The music can boost the immune system. It can help the emotions, and it offers psychological release. It helps a great deal with dementia patients because the music can help people access their stored memories, and it just brings them back to themselves. And it can happen that it aids in the physical release at the time of death. It can help the families say goodbye. It can sure help the caregivers, reduce caregiver stress. As I put the paper right in front of my face to get to the second one, an important distinction is that we are not music therapists. Music therapists have a 4-year degree, sometimes a master's degree, and they use the music to achieve a non-musical result. And the patient is active and plays an active role in their recovery. What we do as therapeutic musicians, the patient is passive. The patient receives the music, and the music is the therapy. The best way to think of it is like the difference between a physical therapist and a massage therapist. We may know very little about the patient, and we come in, as my friend Eve says, we take the temperature of stress in the room, and we play prescriptively, one-on-one. We meet the patient where they are physically, emotionally, and we change the music as we go. We're not musical wallpaper, we're not living jukeboxes that just crank out the tunes. And we can play for people in comas. At the hospital, I play in the NICU for premature babies, and we play for hospice patients at all stages of their journey. And the music is offered differently for all these situations. Something important to remember is that the sense of hearing is the first to develop in the womb. It's the last sense to depart at death. And a typical hospice patient goes through many stages, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. So we thought we would take a few moments, and we have not practiced this, and do some play acting and role playing so that we could show you what we do rather than just have me tell you what we do. We hope to have a little time at the end for questions, but first I would like you to meet Janice and hear a little bit of her story before we do that.
Hi, I'm Janice. I got into this role of a therapeutic musician from the patient end of it, experiencing it. Actually, Eve was coming through the hospital lobby at UVA while I was going up to have a surgery that they were not sure was going to have the result that I was hoping for, and I was really stressed out. My sister was with me, and I said hi to Eve and went up, and I was in the pre-op area of the hospital when I hear this beautiful harp music coming from the hallway and talking about psychological relief that Eve just mentioned. I mean, it was a very stressful situation, and just having Eve out there with the music was such a level of comfort and really helped to reduce my anxiety. Maybe you should start playing now. It was a great distraction, especially for my sister, which just being in the room with her can be anxiety producing, but it was inspirational for me. And she was there a couple of days later, post-op in my room. It just was such an experience of blessing and comfort and peace. And I was a musician. I am a musician. I had this dulcimer. I hadn't really played it a lot. A lot of the therapeutic musicians are more professional musicians. I'm self-taught, but in my own journey of healing, I realized the value of music, and I started doing some research, reading some books on healing, and got into the Music for Healing program, for the purpose of wanting to give it as much as to receive it. And as I continued through the program and gained more confidence in my ability as a musician, and realized that it's not really about the musicianship as much as about your intention. And my intention was to be of service and to give back and to share with other patients what I had been on the receiving end of. And Kate also had the opportunity to play for me at 2 other times. So I've had a lot, unfortunately, of experience, but I think it gives me a certain perspective when I'm with an individual in terms of wanting to really be a healing presence and playing from a space of love. So with that, I think I'm going to play for my patient, Catherine, over here. Not sure what's going on with her, and we often don't really know what's going on with the patients when we get in the room. They're usually not wearing microphones, but so we kind of assess the situation. Now in hospice, obviously, we have a little indication of what their need is, but there's a really wide range in the hospice experience. Hi. So I'm Janice. I'm a musician, and your nurse thought that maybe you'd enjoy some soothing music today.
Well, it's the first time I've seen you. I'm new to hospice. I didn't want to be in hospice, and I'm kind of down.
Well, I'm new to hospice too. I'm the new musician on the block. There's a lot of harpists, but I play this. Do you know what this instrument is? It's a mountain dulcimer.
You know, I think my Uncle Dan played that thing.
Yeah? Well, a lot of times people play it with a pick, and it's a little louder, and if you'd like, I could kind of show you that. And sometimes I sing.
That's what it sounded like. It sounded like something like that.
That might be a familiar song. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when the skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. You have a beautiful voice, and you harmonize.
Well, thanks. I always sang that kind of thing when I was a kid, and
that's
it
great.
just kind of came to me. Oh man, thank you.
You're so welcome. Well, it's lovely being able to play for you today, Catherine. Thank you.
I appreciate that. I'm glad you came too. Will you come back?
I might be able to come back, and if not, there's other musicians that you might enjoy.
I want you.
I'll see what I can do.
So that's one. And now I'm passing not the baton, but I'm passing the. So she engaged me, and she found a way to connect with me. And I got to a better place. I'm still in hospice, but I'm not as depressed at that moment. And we meet the patient at that moment. So now I have to do this thing again. Let's see if I can do it. I think I got it. So now Eve is the patient. Eve has been here a while. Hi, Eve.
Hi.
I'm Kate.
Oh, hi, Kate.
Hi.
I don't know if I don't know if I can stay awake, and it's very nice of you to come, but I feel terrible today.
Oh.
Everything hurts.
Oh.
The nurse, the food is terrible. I just want to be alone. Nothing makes anything feel better.
Just want to be alone.
It's kind of nice, actually.
You know, it's actually a big compliment to us when people fall asleep.
Oh,
So
that's
if you
good,
want,
because it does feel like it's helping me sleep. I haven't been able to sleep the last 3 nights.
oh no. Well, maybe this might help.
It is very relaxing.
It's kind of rocking.
I think I could just drift off. You don't mind, do you?
Not at all.
Yeah, it feels good. I don't even feel that pain so much anymore.
I'll just tiptoe out.
Don't go yet. I'm loving it. That's from an opera, isn't it?
Yeah.
I remember being taken to see that when I was a little girl.
It's called La Boheme.
That's right. Wow, that brings back some memories. My grandmother took me, she loved all kinds of music, and they were so poor she never had the chance to play anything. She loved opera.
Ah. I won't give you the high notes or the really loud parts. So that's a case where I was trying to play steadily. I was playing in 3/4 time a lot because that's sometimes very comforting. I stayed in the middle of the harp. I was avoiding the extremes because she had pain. I didn't want to jar her, things like that. So finally, for our third and final one, we have Alice. And Alice has a sister, Winifred. And Alice is actually dying. She is dying imminently.
Hi, Alice. I'm Eve.
She can't hear you.
Well, I know, but you know, the music can still help with relaxation and letting go. And I bet you've been pretty stressed out too. Did you come from far away?
I came all the way from Denver.
Oh, you've been here long?
I've been with her many days. She's been many days like this.
I know. Yeah, and you left all kinds of things back home to worry about, didn't you?
I did.
Well,
But I'm here for her.
oh, bless you. Let's see if the music can help, eh?
You know Amazing Grace? She loved Amazing Grace.
Oh, certainly. I love to play that.
Got it.
It happens very often that there are visitors in the room who have their own needs, but we focus first and foremost on the patient. And when patients are actively dying, it's thought to be not helpful to play familiar music. After all, they're letting go, and not to play very rhythmic music, but follow the pattern of their breathing. So arrhythmic, unfamiliar music. But of course, the visitor deserves a little attention and comfort too. So I played a little recognizable bit of the tune that she thought her sister would like, and then I kind of branched off back into my arrhythmic, unfamiliar music. It's not uncommon for, we are told, for patients to take their last breath while the musician is there. It sometimes helps. Or sometimes soon after the musician has left, we hear they've departed. But whether, it's not my job to hasten their death, merely to provide whatever assistance I can in the moment for visitor, for staff, and for patient, first of all.
I actually have something to add to that. I played once for a person who was dying, and there were many people in the room. And I stayed in the corner and I played. And I was leaving, as I was leaving, someone got up and followed me out, and she said to me, the only reason I could stay in that room is because you were so calm. So part of it is the music, and part of it is just our intention, as Janice mentioned, to be a healing presence, to be present, because I always say that suffering that is witnessed is suffering that is shared, and that's our desire. So the Best Actress Award goes to Janice. You died beautifully, my dear. We don't know if there's any time left or if there are any questions that were in, but we really thank you. I thank everybody today. I hope this was